Good afternoon, everybody. Just a quick update here. Have the flooring done in the office now, and the echo is amplified by a lot now. But it's great to be at this milestone, going all down the stairs here. So there's looking back at it this way. Once we get the trim boards, the baseboards all along there, you won't even see that little expansion gap that's left there. So that way, this is a floating floor. The only thing that's not floating are the stairs. The stairs have liquid nails under each tread, as well as some finishing nails all along here. And they didn't turn out too bad. And they're not slick at all either, because it's the textured floor. And then in here, it looks like a little planked. And then the same thing there, you can see the expansion joint. But once you put your trim there, you won't see that at all. And a lot of this, there's actually a gap underneath. Here, let's see if we go down there. You can see that. So technically that floor could slide back and forth underneath that as well. But we don't want that to happen. So that's why we have we basically cut it right to that. And then you can see coming down here, you can actually, with the angle that we're at right here, you can actually see some of these finished nails. And I debated whether I wanted to like cover them, but realistically, the only time you see them is like when you're really like looking for them. But yeah, I think the stairs turned out really good. Really good. But we are ready to go ahead and finish trimming the doors out down here. As you notice, some of the rigs are gone too, because I finally got those up and running and going. These two are actually, I'm going to do some extensive refurbishment on the GPUs. They're older GPUs. A lot of y'all know the GTX 1070s, 1080s. That's what's in these rigs. So that's why I'm really not. And that's the same thing with these. They're 1070 reference cards that are in here. So I'm going to actually do a serious refurb on all these GPUs that we have here. Actually got these today too. These are cool. They got the USB plugs, and then you can make that. But so these, I believe, were dead, where they weren't working at all, but they're GTX 1070s. And if I wanted to, I could sell them on Facebook, and I'd probably get, $100 or a little bit more for them, which is insane, because when I bought these 3 years ago, or maybe longer than that, I think I bought them for like $150 or $200 a piece. And after the last crash, everybody knows that you were able to get those pretty cheap too. Got myself some new risers from gpurisers.com. Used Red Panda's discount code there, so got some of the newer risers to replace in this one. This rig right here actually has 1080 Ti's in it, so it's a pretty decent rig. And once you tune it, you can actually get the power consumption down pretty well. And obviously right now, those types of cards are good, good to run. Have all my distilled water to go into here. Also have the solution to clean the boards. And then I have some pans down here for my alcohol baths, and have some Arctic thermal compound, some heat pads if I need them for the memory. I think I got a couple other goodies too. Yeah, and I got a respirator too, because I lost my other one. But that's so when you start degassing in the ultrasonic cleaner right here, I see so many people online, and they're just sitting there breathing that stuff in. And I know everybody's going to say that, that it's okay. You guys are insane. You breathe all that stuff in if you want. I'm going to wear a respirator, especially when I'm dealing with all the alcohol and, the different chemicals to clean the boards off and everything. So once we get all these disassembled. I started disassembling some of these. This is actually reference edition GTX 1080. And I'm just now getting it off, but you can see these things have seen some use. They are dirty and disgusting, and that's why they need to be cleaned. Now the back of them don't look too terrible. Yeah, and I also put in this light underneath here too, so that way I actually have some light to work underneath the workbench. Have my trusty and handy automatic screwdriver, and it also torques to the right spec as well. I don't think that's going to focus on the end there, but it's a security bit that's on there right now. But yeah, that's what we got going on. Move some of the toys down to the shop here too, so that way me and the kids can play with those. But yeah, all the trash from the flooring, I'll have to bring that to the dump. Probably bring it to the dump tomorrow or something like that. But yeah, that's the update. Still got to finish up there, but that's because I'm being lazy and I haven't wanted to run the fiber in the ground, so I'll do that eventually. Actually, I can show you something that I did here. So I was just going to run the fiber directly into the ground, but I went ahead and got some conduit, and that runs all the way up, and that'll run all the way up to the house, back up that direction. So that'll be our connection and fiber to give us internet connection down here. I'm running on a point-to-point right now, but yeah, that's garbage. So, I mean, it's not, I shouldn't say it's garbage, it's just unreliable because you end up with rain fade and stuff like that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end it now because that's all the updates that I have for you. Try to keep these things around 7 or 8 minutes because I don't want to bore you to death with all the updates, but she's getting there. So hopefully the next update, that door will be trimmed. Oh, I did go and get the banisters here, so I will go ahead and put those up this weekend as well as trim out the doors. Put this door up. Go ahead and start with the fiber process, and yeah, we're so close to being done now that literally it'll be trimming this door out after the fiber is in there and the shiplap's complete, trimming this door out immediately, putting the handrail up the stairs, finishing the trim in the office because now I got to put baseboard down and everything like that. But yeah, we are getting close to finishing, so we are going to be building race cars very soon. So everybody stay classy out there. We'll talk to you later. Ciao.